I'd like to welcome everybody here to Peace and Plenty Park in the northern Elmwood neighborhood of Providence. This park was built on a wish and a prayer about 6 years ago, and there were people in the neighborhood who lived here for a long time that said to me that you're crazy to even think about building this park. Why are you even doing it? Your son is grown, and the park will be destroyed. And here we see six years later, the park is not destroyed. And those same people who were naysayers at that time come up to me today and say, hey, isn't it a great thing what we did to build this park together? And yes, we really did build it together. We had 270 volunteers who showed up for a community build day. And today, 6 years later, as slow as things work, all the way around it seems, we are celebrating our first park signage. And the signs tell the history of the park. The signs tell give the rules of the park, and you'll see how they're stated when we pull off the cloth and we do the unveiling. And there are a few other signs that we'll look at when we do that. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge AARP Rhode Island, and especially Deborah Miller here. She has been a partner to this effort, and it is because of AARP that we were able to afford actually purchasing these signs. So, Deborah.
Oh, it was our pleasure, Doug. We're so happy to be in this community. We love the fact that the community appreciates this, and they're here, they're having fun. Grandparents, parents, children. It's a wonderful place, a safe place for everyone.
It is a safe place, and we try to instill that, as you see with the cards you just got. Peace and Plenty Park, clean, safe, and friendly. That's our motto. So I'd also like to thank a few other people who are here and some people who are not here. Brent Batchelder, who is a neighbor and an artist and a graphic designer. He worked hard with us over the years to develop the designs for the park signs, as did the Johnson & Wales University Tech and Ed program, Tech and Design program. And they were really, those students, we had 3 students, and those students were really helpful to sort of breathe life into, some fresh life into the way that we were thinking about the parks. I'd like to also to thank State Representative Grace Diaz. Grace has been a great supporter of the initiatives in this community, and she has also gifted the Elmwood Neighborhood Association with a legislative grant, and some of that legislative money actually has come into the park and has helped what we've done here. So, and this is really the first summer that we've had programming here at the park. So all summer there's been programming, all kinds, free lunches to arts events, to performances of all kinds. And tonight, after our get-together, there is Napua o Polynesia, who is, they are going to teach us hula, both old-style hula and new hula, I think. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And so Carolyn will be talking more about that in a few minutes. I would also like to thank Carlos Menluca, a young man who took a Jane's Walk with me 2 years ago in the neighborhood. And he is a man from Mexico, and he said, if you ever need any translation, I'd love to translate for you. So he's translated all of our signage into Spanish. And it went back and forth about 150 times to get it all correct. And and he just moved to Washington, D.C., so he's not able to be here with us. I'd like to also thank Lieutenant Perez, who is not able to be here either. And Lieutenant Perez has been instrumental in helping to make sure the park is a safe place. I'd also like to thank Wendy Nielsen from the Partnership for Providence Parks, and she has actually she's done so much, and And that organization is really helping our parks in our city be a vibrant place. This is a community park. It's a partnership between the Parks Department and the community. And that is the plan for all the parks in Providence, that they cannot just exist without community involvement, and so that's why we're here today. I would like to also thank our State Senator Juan Pichardo. And Senator Pichardo was here, as were many other people, the day that we sawed the board for our opening of the park 6 years ago, and he's too been a great supporter of our efforts here. The good news is that we just received a $46,000 grant from DEM, and Bob McMahon and I will be sitting down on Wednesday and really talking about what this park will become. The vision for the park is that it will become an all-age park. It will have something for everybody. And also it will be a return to nature park. It's going to be much more green. So we're talking about a New England exhibition woodland, we're talking about a food corridor, we're talking about plantings, a sitting field with native New England plantings, and places for people to sit and to play dominoes or whatever is their pleasure in this park. So there's something for everybody, from the toddlers at this end to the older folks at this end. So you can decide where you fit on that spectrum, everybody. So without much more ado, I wonder if we could do the unveiling. So a couple people just take the clothespins off and let it fall where it will. And we have you.
Back in. Hold on.
Oh! That's good. All right, there we are. And here are our signs.
All right.
So as you see, Peace and Plenty Park. This is our welcoming sign with the park, with the Providence P for the Parks Department, Peace and Plenty Park, your neighborhood park. El Parque de tu Vecindario. Limpio, agradable y seguro. Excuse me. And our park rules. And you see, we finally have the park hours here. So if there are some people hanging out that might not need to be here after dark, we can all say to them, we can bring them over here and say, you know, or the police, if the police come, they can say, you know, the rules are till dark, till dusk. So here we are. These are our rules. Our rules is that it's a friendly park. Say hello to others.
Hello.
And it's a clean park. Put litter and debris in the trash barrels. It's a safe and healthy park. Tobacco, alcohol, drug, violence, and dog-free. Any illegal activities, report to the police. When we decided how to proceed with the rules, we thought that just by using don't do this and don't do that, no, it doesn't breed the right kind of atmosphere we want. So we wanted it to be clear, we wanted it to be what was acceptable, and we wanted to frame it positively. A little history of the park, both in English and in Spanish, which is really important, I think, for people to know, because I think a lot of people who come to the park don't really know where it came from, and it helps them know. So, and people can also join the Friends of Peace and Plenty Park. On the other side is a sign down here. All of these panels are nursery rhymes, and this was created by the Steelyard. And so, can you find the nursery rhyme? What do you think this is, kids? 3 blind mice. Yes, that's right. 3 blind mice. Anyways, and there's another sign on the back that talks about another initiative that we like to have, and it's called Kids First. And this summer we have 2 activities in the park that are totally kid-planned and kid-led. And I'm just kind of approving it, and I'm saying, you're doing it, it's on your own, you need to make all the decisions. Well, what do we do about this, Doug? Can you bring us music? I said, well, who do you know who has music? So they're figuring out how to do this for themselves. And I think, even though we don't have a lot of people here tonight, this park is pretty well loved and owned well by the neighborhood. So thank you everybody for coming to our unveiling, and there's the water and there's muffins, but first of all, hula. With Carolyn. All right.
We're gonna get. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bring a little Hawaii here.
That's it.
A little Polynesian.
Yeah.
Thank you.